ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Ooh, spooky. I like this game. It's cool. I really like that voice actor as well. I like the narration. Deliver us from the darkest dungeon. Okay, let's make a new save for this. Hammock's Hamlet of Hostility. I actually found it interesting because, like, when you play through this, the name of the town is called Hamlet, and it was like I named this like Hamlet of Hostility just because whenever I have a town, I always call it Hamlet. And I was like, oh wow, I actually named it after my town, and I just found out that that's actually the default name. So that's pretty cool. How do I actually start? Will it let me make a new? There we go, I have to click on that. What shall we call this save file, guys? The Spoopy Dungeon. Spoop. I'm also gonna rename the characters after people in chat if you are here. Spoopy Dungeon. Yes. Man, that's going fast.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no...
Okay, apparently it just ended. Okay.
Upon returning to the hamlet, be sure to check the activity log to see what has transpired in your absence.
Yeah, dude, just wait until the sale to buy this game. Like, I bought this game when it was in early access, but I didn't think I really played it. Like, I watched someone play it, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy this. Bought it, like, really cheap. Then waited for the game to come out to play it. Like, I heard there were some really OP builds in the beta one where you could just have, like... Because there's a stun mechanic in this game, you could just have everyone have a stun and just perma-stun people. I think that's what Palmsky said he did. But they, like, removed that from the game. I've heard of some cool builds, but I usually like playing this anyway.
Map navigation, blah blah blah, click around the room.
So I've got a cool knight, my crusader, Reynold. and dismiss the highwayman. I think I can only rename these dudes outside of combat in the tavern.
So let us travel to the next room in this darkest dungeon.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
The hamlet.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
So there's this mechanic where if you have like not enough torches, it'll be really dark, and if it's really dark and they catch you by surprise, it can often like throw you out of your party position. So my tank is now at the back. It's also kind of buggy because I've noticed that even if I have full light, because I do often go for full light, you still get surprised sometimes, which is annoying. So let's go for open vein, which causes bleed damage. And turn order is based on how fast the people are.
Let us smite this fool.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
And get money. You also have this inventory system. You need like food to like stay healthy and heal up your wounds. You also need bandages and torches. There's also this interesting thing where like later on in the game you will need to get supplies in order to obviously not die, but you only have so much bag space, so you have to like, do I want to have less bag space in order to get more like loot and treasure? So like if you want to be really pro at this game, you can basically go without torches and anything and just to have more loot, and you actually get more rewards for having like lower light because it's like it's a difficulty. But I'm like really bad at these games, so I usually want to go play as safe as possible. These things I can interact with to get stuff, and there's ways you can interact with them. Like I can put an item there to like help this. Like for example, if there were like, I don't know, barbs or anything around there, I could wrap a bandage around my hand to open this and it'll be safe. But at the moment, since I haven't got anything, it's like a dice roll whether it's useful or not. Yeah, I get some gold.
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Also in camps, you often get maps, which are really useful because they show you what's lying ahead, and they also tell you like what are in the rooms and stuff. So it's kind of like Binding of Isaac, where you have like this map and you have like secret rooms and stuff like that. So let us venture forth. Oh, we should have moved our party back. Oh well, they did it for us, thank you. Okay, let's shoot this guy in the back. Because they can all like hit like both of you guys, which is really annoying. Stunning blow. Let's go for a stunning blow on this guy just so he doesn't get to do his turn, because he's next. There we go. That buff makes it so he doesn't get stunned, because before you could just stun lock people constantly, so they made it so you can't just endlessly stun. Grape shot hits both of them, but I want to focus down killing this dude first, because he's really annoying.
A faint hope blossoms.
Corpse is also annoying because if you have like, for example, if this guy made a corpse and then this guy is still up, I have to actively attack and kill this corpse before I can get past, so this guy just can't attack the guy in the back. So that's why you always have like the ranged guy shoot the guys in the back first. So let's smite this guy. That did a lot of damage. This guy's gonna hit on rip. So let's go with bleed so we can do actively more damage. There we go. They take status effects on their own turns. Okay, let's go for a smite. And let's go with a pistol shot. There we go.
Size alone does not dissuade
Some gold and heirlooms. Nice. Yeah. It's saying I can return to Hamlet, but I'm going to continue because it means then I get to interact with this chest, which otherwise I would have missed out on. I don't have a key to interact with this, so there could be a trap on this, so I'm gonna... oh, yeah, it's trapped. And I get blight, which basically just every turn makes me take damage. But since there's nothing left in the dungeon, I can just return back. Yeah. Yeah, this game's really good. These are heirlooms you can use to like unlock stuff in your like town. So it's kind of like a the Assassin's Creed 2 thing where you have your own hamlet with your own like upgrades that you can upgrade your characters and stuff. And if you collect heirlooms, you can upgrade those buildings. Heirlooms aren't really that valuable. Like they're valuable early on in the game, so you can get like better buildings, but it's like there's a trade between getting like treasures that you can sell. Also, all the things that you buy in it, like food and torches, get sold at the end, so you get to make up some money at the end anyway. And you can use heirlooms to upgrade your buildings, but you can kind of decide, do I want money or do I want upgrades? You also get rare treasures that you can put on your people, so you can get like, for example, there's this really powerful healer in this game, which I think you can only get when you get a level 3 character. But he's really good. He like heals people a shit ton, but there's a dice roll chance that he can like the person being healed can also get like a bleed effect on them. So you can put like an item on that person giving them bleed resist if they're like the tank. So like the guy at the front gets bleed resist, so that you can just keep repairing, keep healing him constantly without getting bled, which is really nice. This game is basically like D&D, which is why I really like it. Like everything is dice roll, and that's why it can be so unlucky. Okay, so this guy got an upgrade, which means he gets like a perk, and that perk can be good or bad. Let's see. It's bad and good. Off guard, -4 speed on first round, -5 dodge on first round. That basically means that he doesn't get the like first hit on the first round, which is annoying because I think this guy was originally quite quick. Backtracker, no stress bounty when walking backwards. Okay, so when you're like going through a dungeon and like exploring stuff, you can also go back later to like pick up stuff that you haven't picked up, but going back and backtracking through the dungeon increases more of your stress because you don't want to be in the dungeon, like any normal person wouldn't want to be in a dungeon longer than they usually are, so backtracking just makes you more stressful. There's like this annoying stress mechanic in this game where as you fight with people, you get more and more stressed, and you can de-stress in this game, but it can have pretty rough effects. So this guy's already got 2 stress.
These corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Okay, so we've got all these. Okay, the graveyard. This is where your dead guys are.
Here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Here's that annoying dude. Like whenever you're trying to de-stress people, like if you like put them in the tavern or in the abbey or whatever, occasionally he'll like fill up a slot just being there, like a dick. And what's annoying is like he's always in a place where you need like people to be. So like, say you've got like this dude. Okay, what's his stats? Known cheat, is not allowed to gamble while in town. Okay, so you get all these perks here, so he's not allowed to gamble. So like say, for example, in the tavern, where you can have gambling, you can have a brothel, and you can have a like tavern to have just drinks and stuff. Say I've already got people in like the gambling and people in the brothel, there's only the place for drinks open, so this guy can take it. As soon as I come back and this guy's fully stressed, randomly, the guy, like this dude here, he'll just be in the tavern, just being like, oh hey, I see you need someone in the tavern. It'd be a shame if someone was already there. And it's just fucking gay as shit. What's this for?
In time, you will know the tragic
oh, these are like the
extent of my
cinematics.
failings.
So you can play through the cinematics again. This is where you can go and get like more rare loot. So like when you have a ton of money, you can just buy more cool shit. And this is where you get more characters.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses.
So we have a
All
Vestal
will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
and a Plague Doctor. So Vestals are basically healers, but I guess they're basically clerics because they can heal and they also use like light magic. And the Witch Doctors, they use blight and poisons and stuff. And when they camp, they can heal people often, but we won't get to camping. Camping is for like long missions where you're staying there for ages. These positions here refer to the 4 areas in combat. So like, this is the lineup of your team, and this is the lineup of the enemy people. This guy's really good at attacking the back line, but his abilities, like for example here, it shows the 2 dots on the left side there. That means he can only do them from these positions. Like if he's forced to the front by being surprised, he can't use these abilities, which is very annoying. But okay, this guy's got pretty good abilities. He's actually got a heal. It's actually kind of hard to get a heal on a Plague Doctor, sorry. Heal 1, cure bleed, self-cure bleed. That's really good. Yeah. So I think he can do that and then do it on himself at the same time. This one shuffles in and clears corpses.